There is Wen Chi, who's familiar championship stage, having played in the previous edition for the Side Modi International.
If you felt the intensity of this showdown, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more unforgettable sports stories. Because every match has a story worth telling.
It's always nice as a
In a
viewer,
clash where
commentator,
speed meets
any sort of
precision
badminton fans,
and
have
nerves
players
are
out there
tested
that wear
point
their
by
emotions on
point,
their sleeve.
two rising stars
Joyous
step onto the
experience.
court, each determined to prove
Wen
they
Chi
belong
is
among
going to
the
have a
elite.
work cut out for
This
her
isn't
today.
just a match.
Miyazaki.
Hiring Chochuwon in 3 games, and well, she'll be looking to harness some of that energy.
From was it Neslihan?
Yep, Irene.
Irene, yes, and they're all improving, and that's and she'll be a little bit disappointed with not asserting herself on the tournament on the first day as she would have hoped.
If you think about the fact that at the last World Championships, Wen Chi played Ratchanok Internog in round 2, and it was a close loss, 19-21-19.
You look at Wen Chi's arguably her best performance, which you mentioned, the Indonesian Masters, to lose to the Korean Sim Yoo-jin. But if you actually take a closer look at what happened that week, some of those performances from those opponents, and again we're looking at slightly erratic.
Change of direction.
Fast. She's got all the shots. She's hopefully now grown into her body, or perhaps she's still growing. I'm not sure. And knowing instinctively what to choose in a pressured situation can go a bit wrong. Be an excuse, if you like, as to missing a few shots here and there, or having a inconsistent performance on a given day.
9 points, Miyazaki.
There's a thinking of, how do I beat this girl? You know, how do I...
What we see now, the growth that Miyazaki has had in this last year, it's been very impressive.
Yeah, and that was a big period for her from the summer through to the end of 2023. She'd already won the World Junior Championships, as we said, a couple of years young. She was going into the next...
She's lost in the second round. Japan Open, the home tournament. Lost to Wardani. Straight games. Indonesia Open to Gao Fangzhe, 3. And Singapore Open to Michelle Lee in straight games. It's a little blip in her consistency.
Fighting hard here in this rally. This is...
Nice.
Good variation from the Japanese.
Played a lot of badminton this year.
Than anybody else inside. I'm still going down to... It's quite amazing. And other people that are playing only, say, 10 or 15 tournaments. That for sure. It also suggests that technically she's pretty much where she needs to go home for a week and sit with coaches and learn and develop. 10 years to 15 years, and the average number of almost double what players were doing back in 2010 to 2015. Court, or cleared it to the rear court, and it's taken quite a long time, of course, to fall and either, you know, land inside or on the line or behind the line.
Far more comfortable out there on the courts than she did in that opening round, Miyazaki.
She's lightning fast to recover as well. When she's in a stretched position, she gets back to base really quickly. There you go, there's one. That left hand has been on the floor. Hard to keep up, of course, when players are still growing when they're juniors. She looks about 5'7" or 5'8", 5'9" even nowadays. But when she was that sort of diminutive, she used to remind me of
It'd be fair to say that it's Miyazaki who's kind of stepped in boards. It's Miyazaki now who's taking that position.
Everybody loves a rising star, don't they?
Yeah.
I mean, and the fact that she's still a teenager perhaps has to account for that. I mean, yeah, Yamaguchi's still very, very well known and very well promoted. And
Yeah.
it's a great call to challenge, although unsuccessful. She's been very aggressive in that style of play over the last few points. And it's always combos where you put it on the floor and eventually it's a lot more satisfying and builds a lot more confidence. Got the results, got the short clear, and missed the court with the smash.
In the opening half, something she'll be wary of. Have the ranks in women's singles. And before the Macau Open, had 6 first-round exits coming into this tournament. She too has had a
Serve was a bit short, and trust that to Miyazaki. He's played 38 matches, got a few more, and she's won 26 of them. That's
68%, roughly 70, almost 70% of her matches.
Yeah, impressive year she's having so far.
Especially given the volume, right? She's able to find that kind of success.
Reassert herself and take a grip on this second game. It can easily run away from her from here.
Yeah.
Last 3 have been. Just needs to keep some level of consistency and patience.
Oof,
Good rally from
full
Wen.
stretch. Oh.
Every point, win or lose. She lost that one, and there were 3 or even 4 annoyed reactions to herself more than anything. If you take a slight gamble and take a step to the right, so you're quicker to cover that.
Oh.
But then if you do that, you're on the scoreboard.
Get herself in positions, or just to be able to play the shuttle back and keep herself alive.
It's like she's made of rubber.
Oh, that's a nice shot.
It is, but again, it's risky. It has to have the top quality. Otherwise, she's in big trouble in terms of dangerous.
Does she need to do it, is the question, right?
Well, than 50-50, in fact, and it's...
Her shots showed a little bit more maturity in the game.
She lacked in the second. Higher risk shots. She attempted so many of them. Word for Miyazaki here, and decision making. When to go for a certain shot and when just to keep things a bit more neutral. You know, out-rallied Miyazaki and hit a win. Only thinking about winning opportunities, Miyazaki's well ahead. It's the rest. It's all of the wild, over-creative choices she's making, and those 50-50 types of situations where Miyazaki has tried to make it.
If you need to play cautious, play a little bit cautious, because, you know, you already have that advantage. Put the pressure on the opponent to play the bigger shots.
Decided to clip it back down and made a late decision. Got lucky there, really. This is more like it from the Japanese. Kills as well, and she could destroy this opponent. But she's got enough experience. It's all about experience. If you were physically, she can do it. Mentally, she's had 6, 7, 8 years.
19 to 20, she probably, one would think she had far more maturity in her game.
Absolutely, that's right.
Exactly,
so you're
right?
absolutely right. It's just one of those things that is a challenge for Miyazaki. Young, and I think she won it again on her age group as well at 19. And everyone thought at the time, wow, this might be the greatest women's singles player we've ever seen. And she just didn't make it at the senior level. And it was all about temperament and composure. Straight into a senior level, you know, they can't all be like that. I appreciate.
Calm. Not not let his emotions get the better of him over the years, which has then made him a top player, of course, as we see.
Oh no!
Chances now.
Go for it. She's got the skills. We've seen that. That's what I don't like necessarily. She's too good a player to need to do that.
Yeah.
Some injury or struggling physically there. Great block, right at the body.
Oh,
Even better.
been in the past as well.
Yeah, a few players that have to go
Three
to
game wonders.
It doesn't look like Miyazaki necessarily wanted to go to 3, though. You know what I mean?
Everybody wants to go to 3 normally.
Well, I think some players are ultimately confident that
She's accelerating in the third now.
exactly. Thing she can't against Tan Se-young, Shen Yufei,
Yeah.
Han Yue, Wang Zhiyi.
Smart play from Miyazaki.
Yeah, it's patient again. It's good to see. On rally, a good shot from Hsu to try and assert herself on the point, but it's brilliant from Miyazaki in return.
Yep, she saved the best for last moment.
If you felt the intensity
Well,
of this
you've got to win
showdown,
2
make sure
games
to
to win a
like,
match.
comment, and subscribe for more unforgettable sports stories.